Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the biggest game of the year, the last game of the season, a winner-take-all single-game NBA Final. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside tonight Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Now the starting group for the visitors. Miracle Man is out there with Garnett, and it's Childress in at the 3 spot. Miller is out there with Collins. Then there's Frazier, and it's Jennings in at the small forward position. Taking a look here at the visitors, they've traveled a long road to get here, Greg, and with 1 game left, it's hard to imagine them stopping now.
Yeah, you get this close and nothing is going to slow you down. Their talent, undeniable, and this is when you see the great players truly make their mark.
Now here's Jennings to the inside. Here's Wolf. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Here's Childress. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Frazier.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And there's the drive. Pass to Nicholson. Here's Childress. He's guarded by Jennings. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Frazier. Jennings can't get it to go. That's the Childress. From the arc. Jennings with the rebound. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Garnett outside. Shoots the 3. No good from Childress.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's the pick. Here's Miller. The rebound by Childress. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Caravan. Here's Nicholson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Shots good by Miller.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Here's Nicholson. Here's the teardrop. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. I wondered what Coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach joked, going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment, so Coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Kevin?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now here's Jennings. Frazier outside. Pass to Jennings. 6 on the shot clock. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look. Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Now, here is Miller. He's got 7. Jennings looking around. The rebound by Childress.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
To the wing right side. Buries it down low. Childress has got 8 points.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Miller outside. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 9. He's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Nicholson. He's guarded by Collins. Nicholson's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggling.
Now, here's Childress. He's got 8. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. And it's all knotted up.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the home team has possession. Here's Flores. From past the arc. That shot missing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And Vonleh has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here's Flores. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. Gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. To the right side. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
56 seconds left to play in the first. That shot, no good.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Both teams will make substitutions.
First team foul. At the line for 1.
One shot.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That's the Childress. Fires the 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Story. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, not really much you can do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
Now, here's Childress. He's got 14. Fires from deep. No good on that one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Leading by just 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Count that one.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Romero. No good on the three. Being at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Flores. Pass to Miller from the arc. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. So both teams making some changes here. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Romero. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Miller outside. Pass to Flores. Here's Story. It's up a 3. That shot off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now, here's Childress. From 12 feet out. That's a miss, and with it, he is 5 for 9. Here's Flores, defended by Childress. Pass to Miller. Off target from the wing. Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Romero, the pass to Childress. Trying to get something going, and the 3 ball is good.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here is Miller. He's got 12, and Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Substitution on the court.
And the home team has possession. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Now here's Jennings, defended by Childress. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go with a 3. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
A 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Back to Collins. Jennings passes to Collins. Miller outside. They get the rebound. For three. It's in and good for his sixth field goal at 10 attempts.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Over to the wing. Here's Nicholson. Off target with his three. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Miller kicks to Jennings. From the wing, count the basket. Jennings has got his second bucket tonight. Here's Nicholson. Pass to Childress. A three-pointer, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Collins. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Here's Nicholson. Childress drills it from outside. Childress has got 17 now.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Frazier. Collins kicks to Miller. They set the pick. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now, here's Childress. He's guarded by Jennings. Childress with it. He's got 17. Drains the three-pointer. Childress has got 6 here in this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now, here is Miller. He's got 15. Good on the three-point shot.
3 triples for him this quarter. 4 overall.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. .133 left to play here in the half. They set the pick. Takes the three. That one doesn't drop. Gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Outside Collins. Three-pointer. The rebound by Garnett.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Back to Nicholson. For the three. Wolf grabs the miss. Wolf got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Number 31. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one. Jennings.
What's up?
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. Jennings with the bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this game.
And so we wrap up the first half. Leading by 14. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie Laporte has got something for us.
I'm alongside Coach Nick Nurse, and I know you're not too happy with the execution at the defensive end. What needs to be cleaned up?
Yeah, we're making some mistakes on some of the switches. We're making some mistakes on some of the weak side. And then when we did get them to miss a couple, they tipped them right back in. So lots to clean up there.
Okay, it'll be a tough halftime speech from Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please. And making about the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of game one and a big lead right now.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard. Also in the rebounding column. They're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Yep, secure those boards, good things happen. Scientifically proven.
They've made it this far. Game one of the NBA Finals. Shaq, how much brighter is the spotlight here in this championship round?
It doesn't get any brighter. This is where you need your stars to be stars and your moons to be moons and your galaxies to be galaxies.
You know what, Ernie? This is what you dream about. But you got to stay in the moment. You got to focus on things that got you here.
How about planets to be planets? Does that apply here as well?
Yes, it does.
Thanks. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Overall right now, not one of their better showings. Okay, time for an injury report.
They let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Although it takes a while to completely recover from this injury, he's been given the thumbs up from the training staff to play through it. So that's definitely something to keep track of while he's out there.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
Collins is out there with Miller. Then there's Frazier, and it's Wolf at the center position. And so that's who Doug Christie starts the second half with. Now, here's Collins. Outside Jennings. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Childress. Here's Wolf. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
That's the Childress. Over Jennings. No good from Childress. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the paint, intercepted. Down low, here's Garnett.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Collins looking around. And here's Miller. 18 points for him. It's Miller on the wing. Now Jennings fires for 3.
Nicholson, first personal foul, first team foul.
Here's Wolf. 10 points for him. He lobs it up, and finally they hit one.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Nicholson. He has 5. Now, here's Childress. Shoots over Jennings. No good from Childress.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Miller with a wide open look. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Wow. That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Now off the inbound, and he sinks the layup.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Collins. Pass to Miller. The tray. Nailed from three-point land. Miller's got 21 in the game.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Childress, the pass to Miracle Man. Inside. Swiped it away. Here's Miller. Caravan grabs the board.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Pass to Nicholson. Here's Childress, and he banks in the layup. He's got 22.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Outside Jennings. And here's Miller. The shot's good. Jennings making the play.
We love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Now, here's Childress. 22 points for him. The 3. Wolf grabs the miss. Wolf got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Second personal foul, second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Collins finds Jennings. Pocket 6. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. Going an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 5.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Miller outside. Offensive rebound. Jennings kicks to Miller. Fires the 3. Here's Wolf, and he jams it with authority.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA's such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Now, here's Childress. Here's Nicholson. 3-pointer. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
From outside the arc. He shoots again. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
On 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Romero, the pass to Montana. Going inside. Looking to end his cold spell. That one goes in. He's got 5. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Wolf. He's got 19. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. 44 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Montana. Flores pulls it in. Well, 50% from the floor. To the wing on the left. Launches a 3. He can't get that one. Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Montana, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 18. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Flores. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3-point range.
He's cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
That's the Childress. Launches it. Story pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Flores. Now Miller, defended by Childress. Back to Miller. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Vanna.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
A 3-ball. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Flores. Miller outside. Here's Story. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Miller's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He knows every possession is critical now. Both teams deciding to change it up. Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Nicholson passes to Childress. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Story. Pass to Flores. And a miss there on the triple. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession.
Checking in for the away team, number 30, Barnley.
Down low. From deep. Story pulls it in. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. That one good for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now, here's Vonleh. Childress with it. And he converts the layup. Childress has got 24 points. Gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. They get it back. Jennings can't cash in from close range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Nicholson. That's to Childress. Leaps for it, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. The visitors on defense. Outside Cowan. There's the 3. The offensive rebound. Miller surveying the floor. 5 on the clock. Garnett grabs the board.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Frazier. Frazier's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Jennings. Shoots over Childress. Wolf. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
That's the Childress. Back to Nicholson. Takes a 3. Wolf grabs the miss. Gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Miller outside. Now here's Jennings. Back to Miller. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Childress. Gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Pass to Garnett. Back to Nicholson. Looking to get it going. Green for 2 points.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Wolf. Left side Miller. Outside Collins. Outside Jennings. The rebound by Childress. Childress has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Nicholson. And that one drops.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Frazier outside. For 3. No good. Gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Nice use of the glass on the finish. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Jennings. Collins outside. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's Nicholson, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Collins with it. Now Garnett defending. Collins, good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Here's Nicholson. Knocks down the 3. Outside Jennings. And they've done it for new NBA champions. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports.